How's it going, Fish fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can also find me at SpartnFish pretty much everywhere on the internet. It has been far too long since I've checked out some Blue Lock. I'm 3 chapters behind, I think, right now. I know a new one dropped today, so that's why it is fresh in my mind. But honestly, I've been pretty caught up with watching One Piece lately, so I haven't been doing a whole lot of anything else. But this week, I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and getting caught up on other stuff. Obviously, we're also watching My Hero on the channel, but My Hero and One Piece are sort of like the two big ones coming out on the channel right now. Other than that, I'm also watching One Punch Man weekly, but I'm only putting that out for people in the Discord. And then what else? Oh, today, don't tell anyone. Shh, don't tell anyone. But I binge watched all of Takopi today, and I'm gonna be posting that at some point in the not too distant future. So that's that. Like, I feel like there are so many great shows that came out this year that I just have to watch so I can actually put together a good list for the end of the year. Because last year, obviously, I put together my like top shows of the year, and I feel like I need to do that again. So I gotta stay on top of my shit, you know, and not just watch the things that I'm watching for YouTube, but watch a little bit of everything. That being said, I did record the reactions for Takopi because god damn, that show hit every fucking emotion possible hard as hell. That was a rough one. That was a rough one for sure. But yeah, I'm excited to just get straight into some Blue Lock. So let's just get straight into some Blue Lock. Yeah. Blue Lock Japan is so strong. They're overwhelming Nigeria in both offense and defense. All right, because this is right after they thought they were going to do some shit, but they didn't know they were up against the best goalie in the entire world. They had to come up against Gaga Goat. They just got instantly fucking cooked. The first half ends 2-0. Hell yeah. All right. Nice save, Gagamaru-san. So far, so good. Nice game. Nice game. I know those aren't their voices. Listen, I can't do all of their voices, okay? Are you, Nico? You're doing great, but you went out a bit too far. Be more mindful of the line in the second half. Bro, why is Aiku so cool? He's so fucking cool. He's so fucking cool. Look at him. Sure, but I'll go all out with my ball control. I didn't know that's what he was gonna say when I did that voice. I just did a voice and it happened to... the line just happened to be somewhat zesty. I'm ready for one-on-one battles. Well, we already got another point. Princess and Hiyori, you're too stuck on those cross passes. Try for your own goals. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, more Hiyori, Chigiri goals. I'm okay with Hiyori and Chigiri getting goals. Shut up, Karasu. Just watch the second half. For real, you haven't shot either. Well, yeah, of course Karasu hasn't shot. He's busy controlling the entire midfield by himself. So, yeah. Not by himself. Not by himself. Listen, I know Rayo kind of exists. Nobody's boasting. They're all just debating about what comes next. Yeah, it's interesting because everyone on this team has such a huge fucking ego, but they're all kind of just like reserving they're just like, we all know that we're fucking him, so let's all just be him collectively. Like, that's the vibes we're getting during halftime. Like, since all of them just collectively know, they're just like, yeah, we're fucking bad. Nobody can stop us. They don't have a chance against us. So who cares? Let's just figure out the best way to keep dominating these cats. These boys are growing at an incredible rate. Things are looking good for this first match. We can win this. At this rate, there's no point in just winning. Isagi gets edgelord voice, I guess, this time. We won't grow just by doing what we're good at. Let's try something for... Let's try something new for the second half. Huh? Well, alright. Like what? We practiced it a bit. Like having nobody in front and shooting from the second or third row. What? We're just only gonna play the midfield so we get like everyone has the option to score except for like the defensive line pretty much. It would definitely be interesting. Hold on. I almost went British. It would definitely be interesting to try it, but it's risky too. I think shutting them out and claiming a solid victory would be its own experience. I mean, you guys did shut them out the entire half. It would be smart to just kind of like park it here, you know, and just hold them. Then let's do both. We'll try something new as we make sure to get 3 points. Well said, egoist. Easier said than done. But if we're using experimental attacks, then we'll need to alter our defense accordingly. Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. We got some of the best defenders in the league. Right, so let's adjust that too. I'll suggest it to Ego-san. You really think we can do it that suddenly? I'm in. Just winning doesn't feel good. So we'll destroy them in a new way. And I still haven't scored yet. Don't think I'll be satisfied by just rolling over and doing tricks for you. He's doing tricks on that thing. Rin is really just doing tricks on that thing. Yeah, you egoist aces. That's... Shit, dude, I'm losing my voice. That's good. Protecting our lead with a balanced approach would betray our philosophy. All of you keep aiming for goals, and use every last second for your own evolution. That is Blue Lock. Here's the plan for the second half. We're gonna go out there and fucking dominate them. It's no use. We can't win. At this rate, we're gonna lose. What should we do in the second half? Tell us your thoughts, coach. Blue Lock isn't messing around. The talent to control the game's flow and score goals. That Isagi Yoichi is something else. Our usual methods aren't effective. Onazi isn't effective. This hasn't happened before. It's really bad. This is the world. Blue Lock is so damn cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. Season 4 of Blue Lock, we're going to have a zoom in on Onazi saying, Kakui! There are still amazing guys ahead of us here. Yoichi Isagi is here. Onazi, you... Hey, coach. You guys. What do you think makes Japan so strong? Fucking egos, bro. They just all think they're him. Huh? Well, they have lots of attack patterns. All 11 are trying for goals. Exactly. Exactly, bro. They're all fucking giant egoists who think they're him. Every single person on that field thinks they are him. And they're all right. They're every single one of them is correct. Do people yearn to win? Have you thought about that? Well, because it feels good. Then why does it feel good? Because it's proof that you're superior to others? Right. That's an instinct that's been carved into your genes. Individuals can only survive by excelling above others. The stronger individual has a higher chance of producing offspring, drawing out that survival instinct. And creating the world's strongest individual is what Blue Lock is for. I want to beat Blue Lock. So why don't we try fighting like them? You mean trying to score our own goals? But we're not as skilled as you, Onazi, and that's why they're not going to win. Nigeria is not... I think it was Rack. Rack had a post... Like, I'm not... He's a little bit ahead of me in terms of chapters as of, like, this weekend, but... He literally had a post where he was like, do you think Nigeria could make a comeback? No, bro. They do not have the mentality to be capable of a comeback. They do not have that mental game. The reason why Blue Lock is winning and is dominating is because every person, and I've already said this like 6 times, and we're very, very short window of time, every person on that field 100% believes that they are him. They're not only the best person in their position. It's like the fucking Pele quote Ego gave in like episode 1 or in chapter 1. You know, no matter who you ask about, best defender, forward, midfielder, goalkeeper, answer still me. That's the mentality of every Blue Lock player on that field. Who cares? If you guys just keep passing to me, we're gonna lose anyway. So let's give it a shot, right, coach? Ha! You say so, Anazi. It'll be a challenge to help us win. However, if all humans were to live solely by their yearning to win and prove their superiority, it would create endless strife, discrimination, and war. I mean, kind of already does that. Yeah, that would happen. Definitely doesn't happen. Yeah, for sure. Surely. So to avoid that, humans create social systems of rules and laws and have evolved to treat all beings as fairly as possible. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, surely. Yep. But to put it another way, a tepid world in which people live without yearning for victory is what people call peace. That's why I keep appealing to your instinctual yearning for victory. Blue Lock is an experimental device for lifting its subjects out of their peaceful stupor and drawing their instincts and yearnings out into the light. Now yearn for victory, my lumps of talent, and I'll grant you a new formula. Do you know why? Do you know why soccer has this much power? To entrance humanity? No, don't. No, damn. Okay. Picking up right where we left off. Do you know why soccer has this much power? To entrance humanity? Regardless of birth or wealth, with just a ball, anyone in the world can freely take the field. There's no denying that this is connected to this sport's massive popularity, but its essence is even more primitive. The origin of all sports lies in hunting. Okay, now we're just gonna have Rin saucing them while Ego's giving his speech. As recorded on the prehistoric paintings found in caves, people tested their combat skills in martial arts and competed to display the physical abilities needed for chasing prey, as well as throwing stones or spears. At their root, all sports originate in the act of acquiring prey. In other words, acquiring prey fills empty stomachs. Sports originate from the basic acts of creatures trying to live. That's why people's hearts are so entranced by sports. Alright. Bro got the ball off Rin. And now all of them think that they're actually about to do some shit. Let me be honest with you, bro. It's not about to happen. Nice, Obo. Let's go. Not passing to Onazi. Yeah. I'm getting a goal myself. Okay. Damn, he sauced the fuck out of Karasu. Okay. Trying something new? Ain't gonna work, dumbass. Damn it, I can't do it. You try next. Alright, Bello, nice work. He's coming alone. Okay, on it. Alright, Chigiri. We can be egotistical too, Blue Lock. And in the sport known as soccer, players form teams. Now, box them in. Yeah, Chigiri, boom. Rayo, boom. And exchange intentions, then chase down their prey and finish it off. could call it a variant of group hunting. So what is the position of striker? Damn, they said, all right, let's all go try and get our own goals. Onazi still gets the ball to land the fatal strike. One who fearlessly leads the charge and slips past the enemy's eyes against their massive prey. And that's why the creatures known as strikers are heroes we instinctually yearn for. God damn, this is a cold-ass panel. That is a cold-ass panel, bro. Yeah, you're not getting past Ryu and Aiku together, but surely there's someone who's open. The ace passes now? Didn't see that coming. Do it, Kuso. In other words, the world's greatest striker. Yeah, ain't no way Rin is letting himself get scored on. What? Too tepid cornrow nerd? You don't have enough goal lust. So yeah, bro, you're not him. I know you guys had your little halftime speech. You convinced yourself that you might be him. You're not him, bro. You are not that guy, pal. So the simple act of kicking a ball around lets humans feel the primal sense of creatures trying to live. And their instincts are utterly entranced. No way. We getting an Aiku goal? Oh, he just got metavision. Okay. Okay. Pass off the header because Aiku got that hops. Gets high as hell. This is soccer's fanaticism formula. Okay. Gets the ball out to Isagi. Let's test it, Rin. You're on, Isagi. Now go on and hunt your dreams of being the world's best. Prove that you're heroes. Bro. I love Aiku, dude. I love Aiku. This frame is just so sick to me. Just bro with his metavision. Just instantly knowing the best pass to make. Getting 3 feet of air and just heading it perfectly. Right to Isagi's feet. Alright, next chapter. Oh, okay. So are we going to talk about what we're actually doing? Okay, we'll change up our tactics in the second half and test out a new pattern. When it comes time to counter, we won't build up with everyone like before. Instead, it'll center on Rin and I passing back and forth, and we'll tear right up the center. Okay, so we're just doing Isagi Rin 1-2s. Just Isagi Rin 1-2s. I mean, we've seen this, bro. We've seen this. Isagi Rin 1-2 is, I hate to say this, pretty commonplace tactic in the Blue Log arsenal, I fear. While everyone else is free to try for your own goals. It's our variable no-top system. Okay. So they're just tearing up the center, and then Karasu, Bachira, Chigiri, Reo, like everyone's pretty much free to just have their own off-the-ball movement to just set up goals individually. Hell yeah. What the hell is this style? The double aces are building up. Are they going to counter by themselves? I mean, that's a valid assumption. After seeing Rin and Isagi just being like, man, these two are just going to try and 1-2 it all the way to the goal. Like, that's a fair assumption. 30 days ago. Empty your mind. Visualize the void. Empty void. Howdy, I'm number 1. So tepid. Dude, bro can't even meditate without having them pop up. There you are, you bastards. No worthless impediments. Calm, correct, control. Release your fixations. You must find your true essential mind. Damn it. Release them? Screw that, it's impossible. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am now. I mean, I get why he's saying that, but I feel like that's not true, you know? Like, he's progressed so much as a player just based off of his own merits. Like, it seems silly to just say, it's only because I was competing against Isagi, it's only because I had my brother to inspire me. Like, that... Kind of, but you know? My true essential mind is wanting to destroy Isagi and Sai. But the ego I uncovered behind that impulse was I want to score goals while destroying myself. Anything that interferes with that is just an impediment. So everyone else went through training and Rin was like, actually, I'm not going to change. I'm just going to double down on exactly who I am. I'm just doubling down on this shit. Time for another appointment. That's it, my lumps of talent. To humanity's instincts, soccer's a form of hunting. And strikers are the heroes who strike down their prey. Okay, Bachira? That is an absolute truth. Damn it. In other words, within the world's greatest hunting grounds, the one with the most suitable abilities and mental fortitude can become the world's greatest striker. Okay, Hiyori off the rebound. Okay, keeper makes the stop, but Chigiri's got his angle. Chigiri's at the perfect angle for him. Okay, Onazi makes the stop. Your ego's to see if they reach the level of heroism. Wait, who? So we had Bachira, Hiyori, Chigiri. Is Reo gonna get a shot off? They're still coming. Nice one, Onazi. If we don't get the ball, they ain't gonna stop. Ooh, or is it gonna be Rin? Those labels assigned by someone else are just impediments. Purify my desire. Remove the limiters on my urge to destroy. That state can't be a sudden rampage. Make it my default setting. Oh shit, Bachira got the ball. Rin, like, plucked that shit mid-air for Bachira. Here comes the wild beast. I don't need my tongue hanging out to go into beast mode. Alright, so all the people who were like shit-talking Rin because he had his tongue hanging out, they're like, see, we were valid. We were valid. That was some freaky weird shit. To be fair, I wasn't one of those people. I thought that was a stupid thing to even have a conversation about. Like, it just seemed like a dumb thing to even bring up in the context of the show. I was like, stupid. Who cares? Okay, Isagi got the metavision. They were cooperating in the build-up. But now he's going off on his own? Because he wants to score a goal, dude. They're all trying to score their own goals on Ozzy. Pay attention. Wait, all of them are trying for goals? Who am I supposed to stop? I see you. Okay, who is Bachira fucking whipping it to, though? Of course. Of course. An incredible pinpoint pass. As I thought, it's the double aces breaking through. I know you're coming, Rin. But the ball's trajectory is headed here. I'm on track to reach it a moment before him. It's all according to plan. Isagi, if you use your logic to turn yourself into a tool for victory, then I'll give myself over to pleasure. Okay. Alright, buddy. Chill out. And sell my soul to adrenaline. Damn. Damn, bro. He fucking used Isagi as a goddamn trampoline. You reached it, Rin ITOSHI. The will to live as a hero. Yeah, he used Isagi as a fucking trampoline to just score a goal, dude. With no fear of death. You freak. Hero or death, is that it? I cleared my impediments. And awoke my essence. Bro, what a fucking demon. What a fucking demon, dude. Oh, they're all fucking monsters. Oh my god, dude. So basically, they had the 1-2 all the way up the pitch, right? Like all the way up the pitch. Let's just take it back a minute and run this play by play. Yeah. They 1-2 it all the way up the pitch. Where were we? There it is. Passes the ball behind Bachira, back heels it, and shoots on goal. Goal gets blocked by one of their defenders. Bounces. Hiyori gets it, I'm assuming off the first touch. Gets blocked by the goalie. Chigiri gets it at his perfect fucking angle off of the goalie block. Onazi heads it out of the goal. Fly ball. Rin jumps, picks it out midair, passes it over to Bachira. Bachira gets it right at his feet, takes it up, tries to pass it to Isagi, and Rin rolls over Isagi. One touches it out of the sky, and boom, goal. Fucking crazy, dude. Fucking crazy. Just whips it. Just whips it. Bounces it at the line. Oh my god, dude. He's such a menace. All right, next chapter. I think this is the last chapter that's out right now. It's 321. Super goal! Using Isagi's back. No, borrowing his back. The two fit together like two cogs to unleash an explosive spinning gear shot. Rin ITOSHI's goal brings Japan up to a 3-0 lead. Was that what you were planning, you wild beast? I just kept an eye on you, logic demon. When Bunhead moved in to block us, you would have just used your 2-gun to get around him and score if I'd done nothing. So I needed to swipe it away before then. And that's when I was inspired to make that shot. Yeah, that's an absolute fucking demon time is what that shot is. I will transcend you by fully devoting these impulses to scoring goals. Then when that shitty big brother joins the Japanese team, I'll be a striker who can utterly negate his existence. Good, keep it up. The more you transcend your imagination, the more I'll use it to get stronger. Can't let those two have all the fun. Next one is gonna be mine. Nah, it's mine. Yes, 3-0, we've got this. The first match of a tournament is tough, but they're all doing so well. Their offense is perfect. Their way of scoring is perfect. Even their way of finding new patterns is perfect. It's not perfect. Thanks to his talent and mental fortitude, Rin ITOSHI is a natural-born striker who fulfills the conditions needed for a hero. His natural talents are undeniable. But there's more than one path to herohood. And we'll keep pushing them all to yearn for the limelight. Yeah, because we still got all these dudes in the back. That's how Blue Lock's spell will draw out their talents. Don't forget it. Right. Damn, bro. We already over halfway done with the second half? Is this the actual last chapter of the game? Or maybe, I would assume next chapter is probably. Or there's maybe 2 chapters left for the game. Just 15 more minutes. There's no way we can get 3 points. Japan is crazy good. But you guys, isn't this fun as hell? Well, all of us trying to score our own egotistical goals is something I've never felt before. Yeah, we're not just relying on Onazi this way. It's new and exciting, right? It'll be hard for us to win at this point, but let's at least get a point. If we score a point, I feel like something can change for us. Yeah, we can change. We will change. Onazi's just like, yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. I think we're cooked. Give it up. It's pointless. Huh? You're just like kids who saw a movie and got temporarily worked up. They said, you saw that new episode of My Hero? You just thought you were gonna be him, huh? You feel inspired by the movie's characters and decide you want to try living like that. You think you came up with the idea, but You're only passively taking in the most convenient parts of it. It's nothing but an instant ego that you forget by the next day, after leaving the movie theater. That's not enough to change anyone. What did you say? What do you know about us? You're using words like we and us. He said, enough said. Yeah, Blue Lock, we don't think about we and us. We think about me and my. We can change. What do you know about us? By turning this into the group's problem, you're avoiding the essential discomfort of what's happening. It'll work out somehow. If we think it over together, there's nothing to fear. It's just a mass psychology that passes the buck and lets you stop thinking about it. I'm not saying this to all of you as a group. I'm saying it to each of you individually. Empty out your heads and consider this again for yourselves. What do you feel as you fight against Blue Lock? Frustration. I don't want it to end like this. But I feel like, as I am now, I'll never win against Blue Lock. Onazi. Yeah, that's good. Do you want to make memories with your friends? Or maybe you want the title of Nigeria's hero? No, I want to be the best striker in the world. Right. Then come crush me and change your life, egoist. You're the real deal, Isagi Yuichi. The burning, insatiable ego of yours. Where does it come from? Curiosity in myself. 44 days ago, Yoichi Isagi's ego transformed. Okay. So that is the last chapter that's currently available. I'm assuming I'm assuming that we're gonna get like Isagi jump back to when he was watching the Bunny Iglesias game, and then from there we'll kind of just see some more of that kind of stuff before we get to like the last 2 chapters of this game. I'm assuming it's gonna be 2 chapters. Nigeria is not making a fucking comeback, first of all. That's not gonna happen at all. Onazi might be able to score a goal. That might happen, but other than that, I don't think there's anything that's really going to happen this game. Like, Nigeria is going to fight really hard and maybe score a goal. Maybe. I don't know. Gagamaru is kind of a demon, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all thought of those past couple of chapters. Let me know. Do you think Nigeria's gonna make a comeback? I really fucking doubt it. I really doubt it. But, you know, you never know. You never know. Let me know what you guys thought, though. Let me know if there was, like, anything that I missed reading those chapters, because sometimes stuff will just, like, slip through the cracks or something like that. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought, and shit, I'll see you for the next couple of chapters. Don't forget, join the Discord, like, comment, subscribe, check out the Twitch streams. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace. Hey, if you like this video, then YouTube says that you'll probably like this video that's on the screen right now. So you can go ahead and hit that video. Look, go ahead. This is one right here.